Nearly 1 million square kilometers, sparsely populated with less than 1.5 million inhabitants, Namibia has for many years been spared from Western expansionism thanks to an extreme climate and a hostile desert coastline. Here, remarked a newcomer, there's not a single asset in sight. It's just sand, rocks, and storms. Suddenly, his legs gave way, as if on the edge of an abyss. The immense solitude frightened him. He was standing at the center of an infinite circumference. Jules Verne could well have written about this fear of absolute emptiness here in the heart of the Namib Desert.
Oh, it's kind of gecko.
Can you catch it?
Yeah, but you must watch out that it doesn't bite you. No, he can bite, but it's not dangerous. Well, I'm gonna keep it and show it to my father.
What does your dad do all the way out here in the desert? Does he know all the animals?
Well, it's balloon pilot, and he also knows nearly all the kind of animals. And
are you fishing? How's it? How are you guys doing?
water at the dam is quite good.
Do you want to drink something, Dennis? You better drink a lot because it's so dry at the moment. What, water from the dam or from the pipe? Then it's okay. Well, at the moment it's pretty relaxed for them. I mean, their mum is away for vacations. Well, I mean, she's on a trip, half business, half vacation, so they are actually on holidays because she's normally schooling them. And then while I keep myself busy with boreholes, like you can see, well, they do everything. I mean, they look after the house, they make sure that here at the house we've got enough water for the game at night and for us as well. And then they do the roads and actually they do what they want. But as soon as their mum comes back, then I mean they start schooling again. And then, I mean, life is a bit different. In the morning they do have school and in the afternoons they have fun.
Just be careful with the gears, huh? Because maybe after tomorrow, maybe Dad will teach you a bit more to drive.
Do you find it hard to drive a big car like this?
Well, actually, if you know how to drive it, it's easy, but otherwise, if you don't know, then it's very difficult. Because, see, the gears are hard to change.
Do you go to school?
Yeah, actually, at England, they send it to here, then we do it, and then we send it back.
How do you know that snake's not dangerous?
Well, I already saw it once in a book. Actually, they don't say too much. They say that it eats lizards, and I put it in my bag to take it home.
Can you find it in the book?
Yeah. Here it is.
Do you know his name?
It's the western killed snake.
Each morning, just before sunrise, when the weather is just right, a light breeze and cool air, Eric takes off, and only then does he dominate the Namib Desert. Just as Eric is about to land his hot air balloon, he passes the plane on its homeward journey from Windhoek. On board is Eric's son, Dennis, back from a holiday in the Namibian capital.
I'm waiting for my brother who's in Windhoek, and he was in holidays with his friends, and he's gonna come back today. Once we were with my brother in the river, and there was a friend, and we were just gonna pass a bush, and my brother pulled the bush, and there was oryx just there. Then the oryx just looked at us and we ran away.
Are the oryx a dangerous animal for you?
Yes, it can be very dangerous, but it's very aggressive. But we were just lucky.
Laurent has lived with his family in the Cesrium region on the edge of the Namibian desert for nearly 4 years. Today, his father is working on a well, and the plane is bringing equipment in for him. Dennis, his brother, hitched a ride as well.
Hi, how are you? How is it here?
Anton, the pilot, has just brought Dennis back from Windhoek, the capital, 400 kilometers further north. He's used to these trips to the bush. Today it's equipment, tomorrow it will be a geologist to drop off near a marble mine, or else a round trip to the diamond area in the south.
Don't you have to put bricks under your wheels?
Yeah, the wind blows here sometimes. It's quite a nasty place for wind, especially in the desert when the temperature changes. Okay, let's go home.
Yeah.
Namibia got its name from this region of the Namib where Dennis and Laurent live. After 70 years of South African domination, of apartheid and war, this former German colony is the final African country to have gained independence. On April 24, 1884, Chancellor Bismarck proclaimed the arid, uneconomic region of Luderitz a protectorate of the German Empire. This absolute desert seriously impeded the German army's progress. Very quickly, the traditional horse had to be replaced by the dromedary brought in from the far-off Sahara. At the end of the 19th century, drought and extreme temperatures were all the Namib Desert had to offer. Willie is a guide, and he's always been fascinated by what he calls the desert giants. These impressive creatures roam the vast stony plains in search of food and find water by digging up dry riverbeds. For Willie, these elephants are the soul of the Namib. The trek for water has begun. The rainy season is here, and for the next few weeks, their lives will change. Once again, the desert has been tamed, and water carves out the arid landscape. My ancestors, says Willie, have never fled the fierce heat that seems to haunt this corner of the earth. There's one thing I've learned here, and that is that our strongest tie to this land is our struggle. Every day we fight to survive in this country of dunes, thorns, and heat.
The life is not easy, it is true. But for some people like us, we are in the desert, like the desert elephants. So that's why these people in this area, you hear about people calling about the nomads people, nomadic people. We are moving from one place to another place. So we are just fighting to survive, like elephants fighting to survive in this area. So we do accept the area, and it is the way it is.
Do the elephants ever attack the local villages, Willie?
No. The elephants don't attack villages. The elephants, as usual, they do move more active during the night. If they are thirsty and they are coming to the water hole, and you stand between the elephants and the water, that's a problem. They will come. You can, whether you have a car or whatever, they will come pass by to the water hole. You can't stop the elephant from the water. That's impossible.
En route to the water holes, the desert elephant can cover up to 40 kilometers a day and go 4 or 5 days without drinking. Unlike other elephants, he is capable of surviving drought. In his search for water, the elephant appears indifferent to this harsh environment, and in his slow, inexorable stride, he conserves the precious energy that will ensure his survival. A well in the desert has always marked man's constant struggle for survival out here. For Eric, when you live on the edge of the Namib Desert, the well is a top priority.
Water is life. There's no doubt. I mean, without water, we're nothing. I mean, water is what keeps us going. Every time that we have a problem, it's an urgent problem. I mean, if you have a water problem, it's a big problem. It's basically the biggest problem that we can have here. There was nobody living here permanently because there was no water on top of the ground. I mean, the only water that is now coming out of the ground is what we are doing now from a borehole. So the people that were crossing the area were the Bushmen. They were the only people coming from the Kalahari and able to go all the way to the ocean. I mean, meaning crossing about 120 kilometers of pure desert without water. So what they were doing, they were actually following the game during the rain season, going across the desert, and they were storing water into ostrich eggs. Basically, after a rain, they would come to a mountain where they knew there was water collected by the rocks, take some water into ostrich eggs, carry it into the desert, bury it into the sand, and then later get to the eggs, get a bit of water, and carry on following the game until the hunt was over. You guys check on the left-hand side and I'll check on the right-hand side. If we see something, then you tell me. Okay, but there's lots of tracks here, so they probably moved that way.
For Eric, living in Africa is above all a state of mind. In this frontier region of the Namib Desert, man, like beast, must adapt. In the absence of any social structure, the survival of each species is interdependent, and only the laws of respect and balance apply. Man is just another link in the chain.
Very quickly they also know who is aggressive and who is not, who is dangerous, who is not. And by now, I'm not having a problem to leave them for 1 hour, 2 hours when I go. And they stay alone. I know that they won't look for trouble. If they see a scorpion or they see a snake, they'll leave it alone, go their way, and leave the snake take his way. When they were smaller, it was more problem. You could never leave them alone because of the potential danger. Today, I don't think so. If, any creature living here can avoid you, it will avoid you. So, if you don't disturb them, they don't disturb you.
Okay. And you? What? I hope this will make the road nice and smooth. Is everything fine on your side? What? Check. Good. Don't go too fast, just leave the thing running.
What's this you're doing with the car?
Well, we pull the tires for taking the carrigation off.
All right, guys, are you feeling cool now? Most of the year, they stay with us, but at least 4 months they go back to Europe where they can have school with friends. We have a little country school where we send them, and we made a kind of arrangement with the school where they can get in and then sort of follow the rhythm of the school with other kids. Then they come back here and then they finish the year with my wife. So they do see other children, and then apart from that, I think that they've got a very good school of life here. I mean, if you look around you, they're close to nature, which is not the case for lots of children in Europe. And we try to spoil them in many other ways. They've got other things to do, and I think that they do things that a lot of kids dream of for all their childhood. I mean, if they can drive cars, and if they can go horse riding, and if they can go all these things, I mean, it's some things that they couldn't do in town if we were living in Europe. So on one way, cultural way and social way, they might be a little bit frustrated sometimes, but on the other hand, they've got the freedom and they've got nature very close to them, which is also very important. And one day they'll make the decision. They'll decide what they want to do, go to town or stay here.
In this vast emptiness, the Namib Desert unfolds its landscape of dunes which appear frozen in their perpetual movement. As though no living thing could ever claim to dominate these wild regions. As though nature here reserved the right to reinvent the Namib of tomorrow.